nerd and now you come, let's go. Welcome to the Nurse Doll Show. Health. Nursing health. Yeah, who cares? Nurses care. All together. With love, with smiles, with friends we know. Welcome to the Nurse Doll Show. With love, with smiles, with friends we know. Welcome to the Nurse Doll Show. Nurse Nicole, Nurse Linda too, helping little nurses just like you.
All righty. I hope y'all enjoyed our intro song. Welcome to the Nurse Doll Show. How are y'all doing today? I'm Dr. Nicole here. We are just out here talking, always encouraging. We need more children and more adults to pursue a career in nursing. Remember, nursing is STEM. We have our science, our technology, our engineering aspect, and also math. We need math. Now, also include A, which is art. There is a science and art to caring, which is nursing. All right, well, we are here today. How's everyone doing out there? How's my co-host Corey? How you doing today? Yes, ma'am, I am ready. Yes, and I want to talk about that. We have our Nurse Linda doll. So our bundles come in two parts. You can have the Nurse Linda doll or the Nurse Nicole doll. Nurse Linda doll is up front. Look at her. Isn't she cute? She looks very professional in her uniform. She has on a white lab coat, which we can do custom badges. She has on light blue and pink, light blue scrub top and bottom and white croc shoes. Look at those shoes. Aren't they cute? And she is an 18-inch doll that fits standard 18-inch doll outfits such as American Girl, My Generation, Journey dolls. All of these, they're the 18-inch dolls. The body is going to be, extremities are going to be plastic, the arms, the legs, but the body is very soft. She has a very soft body. And my daughter chose it. She wanted a soft body on the inside. And then she has beautiful hair. And I've had this doll over before COVID. So her hair is still here after COVID. So her hair still looks nice and fluffy. Didn't get around to combing it today, but it still looks good. Now this is our Nurse Nicole doll. And remember, both all these dolls have the dimples. My daughter has the dimples. So it's her face and my face combined with the dimples. She has on my signature normal look when I was teaching nursing was a red scrub top, black scrub bottoms, black croc shoes, and we have the white lab coat. And we have the badges that you can customize. So we can say CNA, LPN, RN, we advanced practice nurse. We can do also MD, PA. You know, we have options. Now, the stethoscopes are just extra. I just thought they looked cute. So I gave everybody a stethoscope. So this is Nurse Nicole doll. So the bundles are either Nurse Nicole or Nurse Linda. And with the bundles that we're having for the holiday, this is our signature book, N is for Nurse. It's an ABC book explaining nursing from A to Z. My children came to visit me at the nursing school, and I explained nursing to them from A to Z. Um, and let me go over some of the ideas that we have in there. I'll pull out some of the ones that we talk about. Like G is for gloves. A nurse uses gloves to prevent the spread of disease or germs. Okay. H is for hospital. A nurse helps people who go to the hospital because they are sick or need an operation. So we have, this is our picture book. I think it's about 26 to 28 pages. And we go over nursing from A to Z. My boys always ask, Mom, can boys be nurses too? Nathaniel and Nicholas, of course they can. This is Nicholas, this is Nathaniel and Nicola. Nathaniel and Nicholas both just graduated from Virginia State University in pre-med. Nicholas is getting ready for his MCAT, and Nathaniel is deciding to go into nursing like his mom, and he took his HESI. He scored a 70 on his HESI, which is really good. Okay, so, and then Nicola has decided after she has done her med tech and her CNA, now she wants to be a sonographer. So she's in sonography school. So we're going to try to get her into some businesses that people can do who have degrees in ultrasound. I didn't even know you can get a PhD in sonography. I was like, wow. So I'm encouraging her because we want more education, even though I believe in entrepreneurship, but we need education too. Now, next up is going to be wash your hands. The first skill I teach my students and my children about keeping clean, washing your hands, step-by-step guide. And we start out first with letting them know where germs are located. Germs are located in the dirt while you're walking in the grass, playing on a playground, or digging in the dirt. Germs live in the grass. You need to wash your hands after playing in the grass or on the playground. And also, you can spread germs with coughing and sneezing. So we want to make sure people are aware of that. Coughing and sneezing can have germs. You don't want to spread germs. So always cover your mouth when you're coughing and sneezing. So those are now with the Wash Your Hands book, that is only in digital. We have sold out. It's very popular. But we have when you order a Nurse Doll, Nurse Nicole, Nurse Linda, our signature book, N is for Nurse, will be coming with that. Now on our website, we have a lot of freebies. If you want to just go to the nursedolls.com website, you can sign up for our free workbooks. We have 2 free workbooks on that site, and that's going to be for our K to second grader, and it is all about nurses. Lessons with Dr. Nicole Brown. It is 17 pages free. Just got to sign up, put in your email, and you get 17 pages from K to second grade of activities that you can do with your children. Next up, we have Nursing STEM. Now, this is for our 3rd to 5th graders. This is also STEM approved, and it's 17 pages of activities, especially moms and dads who are homeschooling their children. This is a good activity, and it's free. Then we also have a personality quiz, which a lot of nurses and student nurses have taken. It's only 10 questions, and it'll tell you what kind of nurse you will be for your personality. That's really exciting. In addition to that, we have more freebies. We have from the Adventures of Nurse Nicole, STEM careers from A to Z. My boys wanted some other options, and also my daughter. So we went over STEM careers from A to Z. And that's a free book that comes with the purchase of the Nurse Dolls bundle. Then we also have Is Nursing a STEM Career? And yes, it is. Now we have all of our characters from the Nurse Dolls. We have and we're multicultural. We have Nurse Asia, Nurse Margarita, who is my real best friend. She's a nurse. She's been a nurse, I would say about 40, 50 years. Nurse Linda, Nurse Nicole, and then we have our children down here at the bottom. So we are multicultural. Then we also, we went over the quiz. What else? We have free coloring pages that are on the website. So check out the nursedolls.com. Also, you can like, share, or follow with us. And like we said, we have the Nurse Dolls because we need a nurse. We need more nurses, and we need a nurse in the family. That can decrease your chances of ending up in a nursing home. So you will have somebody who cares for you, and you have invested in them, and you're telling them that nursing is important, an important skill to learn. So I encourage you to take your time to, expose your children to one of the number one health STEM career in the world, and that is nursing. Any other questions, Corey? Correct. Well, it was 2009, and Nathaniel, Nicholas, and Nicola would see me coming home from teaching nursing school, and I had on a white lab coat, and they would say, "Mom, are you a doctor? You're a dentist? You have on a white coat?" And I said, "No, I'm a nurse." "What is a nurse?" And when I look back, it was Amazon had just started, and they had all of these. That well, it was about 5 or 6 dolls, but they were all non-African American, non-Hispanic, non-Asian, and they had white gowns all the way to the floor with a nurse's cap on. And it did not represent what I saw as a nurse. There was nothing there. There were books about Nurse Nancy, which Nurse Nancy books were written in the 60s. So there was nothing multicultural, nothing explaining nursing. And also, an 18-inch doll is going to be like a child size. It's more, you can do more things with an 18-inch doll than you can do with a doll that's small, the 12-inch size doll, which is a Barbie doll. So you can do much more things with a life size 18-inch doll. So that's what happened. I started thinking about, what my kids like. They liked Dora the Explorer. And I said, wow, wouldn't it be nice to have something like that geared toward nursing and teaching children about caring and doing things for their family to help them. So that's how we started doing the research. I started going to the Small Business Association meetings because I was in Florida, and just putting a plan together. I started going to doll conventions in Florida, and finally realized that it takes a lot of money to start a product line. So we started with our books, and I wrote N is for Nurse, From the Adventures of Nurse Nicole, and also Wash Your Hands. Both books were published in 2013. So it took that long to come up and then to find an illustrator, because that was the most challenging thing. We didn't have all this chat GPT back in those days. I went to art schools. The lady who helped me with my product, she was a lady from word of mouth. Somebody, I don't even remember who referred me to her, but she was an amazing, awesome lady, and she did all of my illustrations. I went to different schools to get someone to help me with the illustrations. And they were like, okay, $1 a book. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't have a marketing plan at that time. I'm like, I said, just give me a flat rate for doing stuff. And so finally I found a lady who would help me, and she was really nice. She also led me to a publisher who published my books. Made a hard copy so I could sell the books. So that was really exciting. And like I said, that came out in 2013. I also have an animated video, Battle of the Germs. We did that in 2014. And then I did the dolls, Nurse Nicole and Nurse Linda, in 2015. And so we have been rocking ever since. Sometimes we've been up and down because running a business is really hard. And also working in the middle of it. I was teaching nursing, then I started working for Medicaid, and then I started my own home care agency. So I have been busy in these last 10 years that I've been living. I've been back here in Virginia since 2010. So actually, been 15 years I've been here, but The Nurse Dolls started in 2010. The animated DVD started in no, the dolls started in 2015. The animated DVD started in 2014, and I published both books in 2013. So we've been doing this for a while now. And then we've added all of these wonderful freebies. You know, when you get our Nurse Doll bundle, we have our book, Is Nursing a STEM Career? We have our other book, STEM Careers from A to Z. We have our free workbook, 17 pages for our kindergarten and second grader, 17 pages. And then we have Nursing STEM, which is for our third to fifth graders. So we have a lot of opportunities to teach people about nursing. And also we have the free personality quiz because there are over 300 careers in nursing that you can have. You know, I just came back from a cruise. They have to have a nurse on a cruise ship. You have to have a nurse. Also, I mean, I've done a tour at the White House. The president has to have a nurse, you know, full nurse or full medical staff, and we have to have a nurse who's there. So we are everywhere. You know, we are there when you are born, and we are there when you take your last breath. Okay, so nursing, and then you are always going to need a nurse in your family. You know, if you don't need one now, one day you're going to be sick. One day you're going to have children. One day your parents or grandparents are going to be elderly and sick and need help. So you need to learn these skills. Okay. So, what other question you have, Corey? Well, I think that people will see nursing as a way out, a way for you to change your economic structure. You know, a lot of people are able to go to the next level in their life. They're able to, after they finish their nursing degree, get a car. They're able to buy a house. They're able, to put their family members through college. So a lot of people utilize nursing education as a stepping stone to your next level. You know, and like I tell people all the time about education, is or entrepreneurship. So you with a nursing degree, you can also go into entrepreneurship. There are over, I would say, 20 types of businesses that you can start in healthcare. So it's very important. You just got to get out there and jump and learn what you need to do to take your nursing career to the next level. Well, in 2014, when I had just the books and I had prototypes of the dolls and a prototype of the video, I did go to the International Toy Fair in New York and I pitched to Walmart. And because all four characters, we have four nursing characters. Let me show you all of them. All four nursing characters all have a a husband, and they had a different name for each one of them. But I was informed by Walmart that male dolls do not sell, and they were like, "Who is your market for the male dolls?" So at that time, I had to make a decision, and they said, "You need to choose two and start with those two, and then we'll work on the other ones in the future." So that's how we started with Nurse Nicole and Nurse Linda Doll. Correct. And then we do plan to add more dolls to the collection. I mean, I have Nathaniel and Nicholas are now Nathaniel and Nicholas both graduated from Virginia State University in pre-med. I have one that's going to medical school and one that's going to nursing school. So we got some options out there. And like I said, well, future nurse Nicola has decided to go to sonography school. So, we'll be expanding to, doing x-rays and different things that she's interested in. So we have a lot of things that we can expand on with the nurse dolls. I think we've had a very good reaction from parents and educators, because when you have small children, you want them to learn their ABCs, and we give them, step by step about ABCs to nursing, what resonates with a nurse. So when you take them to their doctor's appointments, they'll be able to pick out, instruments like S is for stethoscope. Uh, equipment, we have thermometers, we have tongue blades, all of those things that are resonating. And H is for hospital. So they'll be able to go, oh, wow, that's a big place where people who go who are sick and they want to get well, and nurses make them well at the hospital. So those are some ideas.
Oh,
Well, you want to have active play with children. And when they have active play, they're able to remember more. So that's why we decided to go with, and you want to enhance the learning of the child. So we started out with the books and the coloring pages, and then we added the video, and then we added the 18-inch dolls. That's layering the educational experience, the interaction of the child with the toys and the teaching and the education. Correct. I think it's very important, especially working in healthcare. If you don't wash your hands, you spread germs. That's even been proven back in the ancient times when we had ladies who are having babies, and the doctor just went from mother to mother to mother, never washing his hands, never changing his outfit. And then we had a lot of problems with babies being born, or, with maternal death rates, because no one was washing their hands and taking account and doing statistical data that we need good hand washing. So I think that that's important. I think it's been proven today, and some people are just not aware. But the only thing you can do is, encourage, continue to encourage, and set an example. Wash your hands in front of them. Well, I started out as in the military, and then in the corporate world, and now I'm in entrepreneurship, and it's like I can't go back. Like it's like, what business can I add? What can I do next? So I just think it's in the person who is there, so you can learn about what's important to you, what you want to add to the world, what examples and role models you want for your children. Now my children now are aware of, entrepreneurship. They're like, they see their mom doing this, and they, also want to pursue different careers themselves. Or different businesses. So, and I'm trying to encourage them. about different things, because even though my boys are going, one is going to medical school, there are different avenues that doctors can do. One of my uncles is a medical doctor, emergency room doctor. He's opened his own methadone clinic. So I'm like, interesting. Maybe, just maybe, we can do something with this medical marijuana that people are needing. I was raised on a 93-acre farm, so I have farming experience. Um, with how plants grow, and because we did soybeans, we did corn, and we had animals, we had gardens, all kinds of different things. So I'm like, maybe some of my childhood experiences I can also use in healthcare and also in entrepreneurship. Interesting thought. So I want to encourage my children. Like I said, my daughter is interested in going to sonography school. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's some businesses you can start with that. Doing a mobile breast cancer vehicle. You can also do a brick and mortar and have ladies who are coming in to have their baby look to see if it's a boy or a girl, and that'll be a whole event for the family, just to come out to see if they're having a boy or a girl. And that's a business model. You can do that mobile, or you can do it in brick and mortar. So I was like, the wheels are spinning. Even healthcare, in all aspects of healthcare careers, you can turn that into a business. So I'm really excited. Times are coming for me and my family. Yes. We're at a 1 million nursing shortage right now, and it's going to be about 5 million worldwide very soon. So I don't see that we have enough. But go ahead. Yes. Well, you have options. There are some nurses who have no desire to start a business. They love being at the hospital. They love their 9 to 5 or their 3 12-hour shifts a week, and they're happy. And we need nurses who are happy at the bedside, because we need to have somebody who's there to take care of us. But we also have openings for school nurses. We also have openings for other people who want to be nurses, who work for Medicaid, who work for Medicare. Also, those who advance and can write their own prescriptions. So there's room. There's over 300 careers in nursing. So there's room for all of us. Okay. All righty. Okay. Also, I want to just say shout out to all my people on TikTok. How are y'all doing? Thank you so much. Would love to say hello to you more. And also the doll mistress, thank you so much. She says she's interested in the dolls. So in both dolls, Nurse Nicole and Nurse Linda. So thank you so much. So thank y'all for tuning in. And we're gonna go out. Oh, let me listen to my theme music on my way out. I think that's so important. Let me see, can we get that up and running so you can hear it?
Let's go.
Okay.
Welcome to the Nurse Doll Show. Health. First health. Care. Who cares? Nurses care. All together. With love, with smiles, with friends we know. Welcome to the Nurse Doll Show. Welcome to the Nurse Doll Show.
Well, thank you. I hope you enjoy our Nurse Doll Show theme song, and we look forward to seeing you later. Thank you very much.